Hello friends, you are most welcome on my YouTube channel and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Click on subscribe here. दोस्तों अगर आप मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं तो आपको आने वाली वीडियोस का लिंक आसानी से मिलता रहेगा। आशा करता हूं कि चैनल आपकी तैयारी में हेल्पफुल होगा। Good luck friends, now enjoy the video. Hello friends, as you requested to make a video on David Copperfield, Ankit requested this video. So Ankit, I'm making this video for you. I hope it will help you in your study. So, and you asked me for details. Hopefully I have brought enough details for you. So David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. Here the full name of this work was The Personal History, Adventure, Experience and Observation of David Copperfield, the younger of Blunderstone Rookery. Okay, so David Copperfield, and this work came after Bleak House by Charles Dickens. It is a Bildungsroman. Bildungsroman is a work in which the writer shows the development of the protagonist, okay, from his childhood to his young age. So it got published between 1849 and 50. It was a serial, and later in 1850 it got published as a book, but in between 1849 to 50 it was published as a serial. So here a protagonist is modeled after Dickens himself, as we know that he himself lived in a very pathetic childhood life. Next is where he was born, means the David Copperfield in this story. It was Blunderstone, Suffolk, England. Okay, let's go for yes, in impoverished and miserable childhood, as Dickens had, same David Copperfield has in this story. Now let's talk about this story. The story begins from Blunderstone. This is the place in England. 6 months later, his father dies, and now he started living with his mother. Means there was his mother only, and there was housekeeper Peggotty there. So name Peggotty is the character. Actually, as we discussed this story, at the same time we should keep the name of the characters in our mind, so that we should not cram them later. So with the story, it will be easy to remember them later. At 7 years, means 6 months later, his father dies. At 7 years later, his mother marries Edward Murdstone, and he was a very bad guy. So he tyrannized both the mother. Okay, wait a minute. Yes, tyrannize, the word is here. Okay, so he tyrannized his mother, and he bites who? The David Copperfield bites this Edward Murdstone. So he sent him a boarding school, and the name of the boarding school is Salem House. Okay, and the housemaster, the name of the housemaster was Mr. Creakle. Okay, and after few days, when he was in the boarding school, his mother too dies, and the Murdstone, who was his you can say father, the stepfather, who he sent him to a wine merchant to work with. He runs away and he comes to Dover, and he goes to Dover, and to reach this place Dover, he has to walk on foot for a long way, and his only relative was there, and her name was Betsy Trotwood. Okay, so three things I have written here to summarize her work. First was she took care of him, and she sent him to a better school, and the master of that school was Master Dr. Strong. Next is he graduated there and goes to Peggotty again. Peggotty, you remember? There he first the housekeeper. Okay, he comes back to Betsy after few years, and she told him that to become proctor. Proctor is kind of lawyer. Okay, Vakil. He becomes that, and later he falls love in with Dora, and later he marries her, but she proved to be a very bad wife. She didn't know any household jobs. I've written here some other work. When he went to Peggotty, okay, here in this story, okay, he was sent lost with Peggotty in Yarmouth, okay, when her mother dies, okay. So there with Peggotty and Mr. Peggotty, brother, he was a fisherman. They also had with them Emily and Ham. Okay, so Emily, he also falls in love with Emily before in the story, and but later Emily marries Ham, and it was a forced marriage, so she was not happy, and she ran away with Steerforth. Now, who Steerforth is? w- Do you remember in the story that he was sent to a Salem house in a boarding school when he uh, bites his father, his stepfather? Okay, so here he meets two friends. James Steerforth, he is a confident person, but Tommy Treadle is uh, a person who was getting beaten every time. Okay, he was weak, but he was of a strong personality. James Steerforth. So you remember that he met Emily when he went to Peggotty. Okay, so this is the simple story. Okay, let me summarize it in a very short way. Okay, when his father dies, his mother marries someone. Murder Stone beats him up. He bites him. He sent to him Salem, a place, a boarding school, Salem House. Okay, so at that time and later when his mother dies, he went to Yarmouth. Okay, and there was Peggotty. You remember Peggotty store? She was a housekeeper with her mother, and with Peggotty, she had Emily and Ham. Now the Emily is important that that can be asked in examination, and he falls in love with Emily. And there is another character. Her name was Dora. Okay, he got married. Finally, he married, but again, bad luck. She was proved a very uh, bad wife. Okay, she didn't know any household chores. Now the story comes like this. Here, finally, what happens in London? Finally, Dora dies and Ham dies. You remember the Ham, Emily's husband, first husband. Okay, then David travels abroad here and there, and when he goes back to his place in London, he finds there Agnes, and he marries her. They had several children, and he pursue a writing career. He becomes a writer. Hopefully, it helped you, dear, and you will share this story with your friends. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Please thumbs up the video and do share, do comment. In this way, you will be helping me. Bye bye. Take care. See you.